Yo, what is going on, y'all? It is Vision and Vibes. Yo, if this is y'all first time checking out one of our episodes, one of our reviews, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Vision and Vibes Music. All right, you can also follow us on Twitter at Vision and Vibes, the number 1. Follow us there, and of course, if you got any music that you want reviewed by us, go ahead and visit our official website. That's www.visionandvibes.com. Go ahead and submit. We do all types of reviews and commentary. Got music reviews, everything. We'll go ahead and promote that. We all about uplifting y'all up and coming artists. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and submit that music today. But it ain't about that. At least not all about that. We got our dude, Mr. J, who has just released his brand new project. It's titled Free to Be Me. This is an 8-track project. Not quite an EP. It's a little longer than an EP, but not quite an album, I would feel. But yo, the dude, he came with some heat. I'll just tell you right off the bat, spoiler alert, this is a dope project. If you guys are into hip hop, he did his thing. All right, he definitely did his thing. And coming to us straight from Detroit, Michigan, he came with the heat. We see those strong roots in his music, and this is a surprisingly good hip hop project, like undoubtedly. So let's get right into it. I was very impressed by his intro track. Dude did an amazing job. You can tell he goes right into it with a lot of his personal experiences, and I love that. I love the storytelling on this actual project. I think he did an excellent job with that. And he does that right away with the intro track. It was very personal, motivational. He talks about his struggles. He talks about mental depression. He talks about a lot of stuff that really plagues the hip hop community. And he was brave enough, and he just went full force with it. It was dope. I loved the production. It was very, even emotional, and that's what you're going to find on a lot of these tracks on this project. He went ahead, he did his thing on, let me take a step back. He did his thing on one of my favorite tracks of this project. It's called Let's Ride. And I think that's actually a good single choice. He had the dude Trey Gandy doing the hook, doing a little singing on that, and he knocked it out the park. I really liked it. I liked the melody. I liked the production. Jay's overall rapping ability, his delivery was dope on this. So actually, I want to go ahead and play some of that for y'all right now. So let's hear some of that. Production is dope. 808's just banging.
Look, I never been that good at writing these type of songs, but I hope you in the mood where maybe you can sing along. And I thought we'd try something new. Why do the same old thing? You need to put that out and make a brand new flame. Look, Miami dances in a Miami mansion. Yeah, might be rented. Got every window tinted, so they can never see what we do. It's just between us two, and we don't really care what they tell us. Let's make our exes jealous. Fantasies turn sexual. The definition of X and O's. Yeah, I'm locked inside of her candy land, and will I come out on it? Lord knows. You better not knock on my front door, and that's how I get when it beast mode. She needed her fix, and I got those. I'm Love Stone, and I think she know. Come on.
Yo, dope work right there. Yo, that one was called Let's Ride, featuring Trey Gandy, like I mentioned. And it's a good vibe. It's a vibe right there. I love the production on that. I love the hook. Jay's rapping ability, like I mentioned, was just fire. He knocked it out the park. And that's what I love about this record. you know, Jay has the ability to make those type of records, but he actually has very personal records. And I wish I can stay here long enough to play them all for y'all, but I just want to play that one because that was like my personal favorite. But tracks to look out for, I feel like, are he actually had the third track on this one was "Do Me Dirty," and he's talking about, you know, chicks and being promiscuous chicks, and you know, them type of chicks that you know they ain't good for you, but you know we go chase them as fellas. You know, we chase them chicks, and we know they ain't good for us, but those chicks eventually, like the title says, they do you dirty. Going to a few other tracks, I really liked what he did actually towards the end, and I'll speak about that. He had the track called "Darker Storm," and this was mainly about his fallen friend, unfortunately, called Michael. And he spoke about, you know, losing somebody you miss, and you know, getting very interpersonal, and feeling like, yo, what happens on the other side? Do they recognize you when they meet each other at them golden gates, you know? And I felt like that was a very heartwarming and very emotional track, and I think he nailed it. He nailed it. And what I loved about it even more is that he said, nah, we not gonna just do one track for the homie. We gonna take the last track as well, the 8 track, for the homie as well. So he actually dedicated both tracks to his friend, and that's not something that you see often. You know, you'll see somebody dedicate a track, but you know, you can tell that this individual Michael meant a lot to Jay, and you know, he dedicated both tracks, and both tracks I loved them. I actually really love "Darker Storm." He knocked it out the park as well. So just overall, this project is very cohesive. You're gonna find a lot of raw, you know, emotion and lyricism, and really good production. Actually, shout out to, if you produce your music, cool. If you got somebody else work with you, cool. But y'all really made a cohesive project, and I really hope we hear more from you, because you know, hip hop needs that, and we really need to big up people that are up and coming artists that aren't getting the shine that they deserve. So really, I really enjoyed this project. So once again, I appreciate y'all joining us for this episode. Like I mentioned, go ahead and follow us at visionandvibesmusic.com. And yo, check it out. Got Mr. J, Free to Be Me. Check us out on the next episode. Holla.